video, I'd like to tell you about the basics of a pie shawl. A pie shawl is a circular shawl, and this is my Event Horizon shawl that's in the background here. And it starts with 9 stitches in the center, and it's done in rings, if you can see the separate rings going around here. So you cast on. I have videos for several different ways. I usually use a long tail cast on and just join to knit in the round. 9 stitches. Then you knit 1 round and you increase to 18 stitches. Then you knit 3 rounds. Now you can see my increases here because it's spread out enough. You double the number of stitches every time you do an increased round, and then you knit double the number of rounds. So let's look at that again. We cast on 9 and knit 1 round. We increase to 18, then we knit 3 rounds. Then we increase to 36, then we knit 6 rounds. And so far all the rounds are plain knit, because there's not really enough rounds to make a pattern. Here I increase to 72 stitches, and then I start a small lace pattern. It goes for 12 rounds. Then I increase to 144 and keep going. And usually you go up to 576 stitches, or you can go one more than that, depending on the pattern and how big it is. But 576 is usually the total. You knit up to 96 rounds and you add a border. So this is a sample I've got on the needles where we got started, and I just wanted to show you it because you can see it in more detail because it's solid white and big bulky yarn. I've switched to a circular needle here. I've just gone to the 72 stitches. I usually start on double points, although you can use magic loop or 2 circulars. So here's my long tail cast on, and that leaves a tiny hole. I could gather it up with the tail when I weave in the ends, or I have 2 other options in my videos for a crochet circular cast on that you can draw right up, and using Judy's magic cast on so you have no little like belly button in the center at all. So check my YouTube channel. In the playlists for pie shawls, you'll find all of those. So here we cast on, and I knit 1 round, and then right away I increased. And I increased by going knit 1 yarn over, knit 1 yarn over, knit 1 yarn over. And that makes that ring of holes. Then I knit 3 rounds. I did knit 1 yarn over, knit 1 yarn over again. Then I knit 6 rounds. Then I did knit 1 yarn over, knit 1 yarn over, which doubles the number of stitches because you do it all the way around. And then I knit 1 round, and now I'm up to the section that's going to have 12 rows, 12 rounds, and I can start doing a pattern. And for my berry pie shawl and for this Event Horizon shawl, in the 12 rounds is when I start having a pattern. You can do that plain because it still is a small ring, as you can see looking here, if you want, and then start patterning on the round that has 24 rounds in it, because that ring has really enough space for a pattern. So that's the basics of what the center of a pie shawl is, and it's some math that was figured out by Elizabeth Zimmerman based on the radius and circumference of a circle and all of that kind of stuff. She used the pi, which is 3.14, 159, etc., etc., a number that's used in calculating all of the dimensions of a circle in mathematics to figure that out. And it works really cool that you double the number of stitches and then you work double the number of rows. So increase 3 rows, increase 6, increase 12, increase 24, and in between those sections you can work whatever pattern stitch you want, and there's no increases. The number of stitches stays the same for the whole section. That's what a pie shawl is.